it was just a lot of like the talking and all the Lakers. Like, it was just so much of that going on. Like, all right, we get it, y'all won, but I think me and Brian had some conversations like we can't wait.
He's heating up.
I came back expecting to recap the first couple games of the NBA playoffs. Superstars go toe-to-toe with superstars, plays being made, players stepping up, big-time shots, key moments, but everybody wants to complain about the referees. And I don't understand that, considering Joel Embiid. Why are you complaining when you're 3 for 10, 3 for 11 right in front of the basket in the restricted area alone? Why am I complaining about the referees if I'm Anthony Davis and you know what? I scored 30 points, a couple minutes into the third quarter, so I'm gonna just take the rest of the night off. Or if I'm LeBron James, I'm not gonna score the entire third quarter and we blow a 20-point lead. Why am I complaining about the refs when our destiny was in our hands the entirety of the game? We put the destiny in the hands of the refs at the end of the game by not doing our job. But let's talk about Philadelphia versus the New York Knicks. Philly needs to tie the series up going back to Philly. We let go of Kyle Lowry from the Miami Heat because we wanted him to be a plant on another team to sabotage them from the inside out, make our job a little easier. So he's at the free throw line, under a minute to go. 2 free throws, he makes the first, misses the second. Jalen Brunson comes down, knocks down the 3-point shot. Now the lead is cut to 2. Nick Nurse does not call a timeout to advance the ball. Okay, problem number 1. Problem number 2. Kyle Lowry, who's been in the league forever as a point guard in these situations, did not call a timeout either, and he compounds that mistake by trying to force the ball in to Tyrese Maxey, who's in double coverage. So that's a turnover. The ball works its way around to DiVincenzo. All right, misses the first try. Hartenstein outboxes out and out rebounds Joel Embiid, who's standing in front of the rim. That's problem number 3. 4, I don't know. I lost count at this point, considering the fact Joel Embiid did not have a single rebound the entire second half. I don't care what condition he's in. He can at least get 3 accidental rebounds by standing by the basket. He's 7 feet tall. All right, so that's inexcusable. Hartenstein gets it, kicks out, DiVincenzo knocks it down. The place erupts. All right. This is what Joel Embiid had to say about the entirety of the game and the situation with the referees, late game situation, that no call on Tyrese Maxey.
I mean, Tyrese got fouled, a couple times. We just had the same thing happen against Miami with Tyler Hero. That's just unacceptable to, put us in that situation. That's acceptable to lose a game like this, especially in the playoffs. So, yeah.
Now, in my opinion, from my perspective, Joel Embiid is just getting out his frustration from a long season. First, you lose James Harden. Then the NBA says, you know what, you got to play a certain amount of games in order to win the MVP. He goes into the season. He ends up getting hurt, misses a large portion of the season. Now he can't be MVP. He forces his way to come back. Now you're down 0-2 to the New York Knicks, and you just got to find somebody to blame in this situation to get your frustrations out. Let's talk about the LA Lakers. And you know what? We'll get to the part where they were up 20 and, offense and LeBron, all that. Let's talk about one aspect of this entire game that nobody's talking about. Anthony Davis said the NBA does not want him to have a Defensive Player of the Year award. So wouldn't the logical response to that be, if I'm a superstar, if I'm the best defender in the world, like Anthony Davis said that he is, wouldn't I want to lock up and lock down the best player in the NBA, 2-time MVP, soon to be 3-time NBA MVP, the best player in the world? Would I not want to take on that matchup and prove on national television every single game that I am every bit the defender that I say that I am? That's problem number 1, considering the fact that Nikola Jokic stumbled into a 20 and 27 game. You don't even look at the stat sheet, you probably wouldn't know it. He stumbled into 27 points and 20 rebounds. Rui Hachimura is guarding him. Everything that he has, every single play, trying to be physical with him, be quicker than him. It's just not working. So the logical response for Anthony Davis should be, move out the way. I got him. I'm going to lock him up. That hasn't been the case. Then, late game situation, you're guarding Jamal Murray, one-on-one. Best defender in the world, I can guard 1 through 5. Anthony Davis' words, not mine. Here's an opportunity to prove that I can do just that. Jamal Murray hits a shot that we've seen Jamal Murray hit a ton of times throughout the course of his career. Jamal Murray is clutch, very clutch, undoubtedly. He can have the worst game, a really bad game, the way he's been playing the first 7 quarters of that series and come alive late in that game and put the game away. We've seen it time and time again. So Anthony Davis should have known Jamal Murray's going to get to his spots. He likes the short corner fadeaway, pull-up jumper. That's his spot. On either side of the court, he should have known he was going to try to get to his shot, get in your stance, lock it up, block the shot, send the game into overtime.
To kind of piggyback off that one, can you take us through that last play and just what happened and what unfolded? And what was, I don't know if you were screened or what happened on that last play.
Jamal Murray made a shot.
So that answers my question. Let's talk about offense. You score 30 points and suddenly decide, you know what? I only need to score 2 points the rest of the way. We're up 20. We got it. If they're up 20 points in Denver with a chance to tie up the series going back to LA, there's only 2 names that need to be touching the basketball. There's only 2 names I need to see when I'm looking on ESPN play-by-play list. Davis and James. Those are the only 2 players touching the ball. Pick and roll them to death. Pick and pop them to death. Get downhill. If you're going to disrespect me by putting Kentavious Caldwell-Pope on LeBron James, and I am the 6'8" freight train that everybody says that I am, arguably the greatest player ever, I'm not letting KCP guard me one-on-one. I'm getting to my spots, I'm getting downhill, and I'm putting him in the basket. Did LeBron get fouled? Yes. Was there a lot of contact on D'Angelo Russell? Should that call not have been reversed? Yes. But again, you have 20-point lead with arguably the greatest player we have ever seen in the history of the game and someone who wants to be considered the best defender in the world. There should be no reasons why you don't walk off that court with a 1-1 series tied going back to LA. Let me know in the comments. Give this video a like, subscribe to the channel. That's one more for the good guys.
He's heating up.